Ladies and gentlemen, what is the biggest threat to America, America's freedom, and America's future? What is the biggest threat to secure borders, safe elections? What is the biggest threat to America's sovereignty? The Democrat Party. The Democrat Party is extremely unpopular. I mean, who wants open borders? Who wants an invasion of who knows who and from where and for what purpose? And then we house them, we feed them, and we clothe them with our tax dollars. Who wants that? Another thing, who wants men and women's sports, beating the brakes off women for the world to watch? Who wants our parks filled with homeless people? Nobody. Your average American, overwhelming majority of Americans do not want the things that I just told you. But for some reason, the Democrat Party, the Democrat leadership in this country, they want it. They want open borders. They want endless wars. They want all these illegals all over our country and these criminals and these drugs. That's what they want. And they want to tax you higher and higher, take your money and send it overseas to fight wars that have nothing to do with you, your future, your family, or your sovereignty. So how do the Democrats stay in power? Cheating in elections, dominion, vote by mail, no voter ID, non-citizens voting. Well, Trump is putting a stop to that. Trump today had a lunch. He had a lunch with all the governors of the United States. Most of them were there. And he called them out right to their face. And he said, you better work on getting voter ID, paper ballots, same-day voting, verifying citizenship status right to their face. But not only that, right after, Mike Lindell went out and spoke and said that Mike's attorneys who have been fighting for election integrity for the last 3-4 years are now working with the Trump administration on new legislation to secure our elections. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. Do me a huge favor. Smash that thumbs up button. Make sure that you are subscribed with bell notifications on. And as soon as you are in, leave me a comment. How's your day going? And how are you enjoying the first month of Donald Trump's presidency? And before we continue, a huge shout out and a special thank you to the sponsor of today's live and the channel overall. That is Verity Metals. Ladies and gentlemen, Constitution. If you're a constitutionalist like myself, you believe in the constitutional money, which is not printed out of paper, dollars backed by nothing, but physical, constitutional gold and silver, like this 1 ounce American Silver Eagle. And Verity Metals is a Patriot family-owned gold, silver, and precious metals IRA firm. Matthew, the owner, is a personal good friend of mine who will be more than glad to give you free silver on your next qualifying order. So call or text 480-717-9081 and tell him Vlad sent you. Get free silver. Links are down below in the description. Thank you so much. Let's continue. Now, by the way, if you actually, so Doge discovered that we are sending retirement checks to tens of thousands of people that are 369 years old, 200 years old, 250, 150. If you actually cross-reference the people that are getting Social Security checks that are over 100 years old, and then you look at where they live, the swing states, and then you cross-reference that with the 2020 election results, you will understand where I'm going. All the people that voted for Joe Biden are the same people that are receiving stimulus checks. I mean, not stimulus checks, but Social Security checks, retirement checks. Joe Biden's voters. Now, I also want to know if these payments are being sent, who is cashing these checks? Because the checks are being cashed. Now, first thing I want to show you is Mike Lindell, coming from the Gateway Pundit. Watch. Mike Lindell speaks to the Gateway Pundit following meeting with President Trump, says, White House lawyers are, quote, already working on election reform. Let's watch the video right here.
But they're on top of it. He had the lawyers in there, and what can be done to secure our elections? I mean, we need them secure. You guys know I'm never backing down on this.
Right.
132 countries have banned electronic voting machines, and over 100 countries have banned early voting and mail-in voting. And the last one to ban machines was Argentina, and everyone said it couldn't be done. They got rid of them in 4 months and went to paper ballots and counted. So it can be done. And everything starts with our elections. And it doesn't matter all people would want that. You know, my biggest pushback over the last 4 years were uniparty Republicans that blocked me at every corner to try and get to paper ballots and hand counted. And people like Brad Rassenberger in Georgia and Robin Voss in Wisconsin, Kim Hammers in Arkansas, these are Republicans. Well, why wouldn't you not want to go to paper ballots and what all the other countries are doing?
Right.
You know?
Well, Edward, do you think we should get the shot from the front where we could see the White House behind
Mike,
him?
how you doing?
How you doing?
It's
Good to see you.
Where did we get away from it? Wait, from where we
So-
see the White House, like kind of a front
In
shot?
Arizona, of course, Arizona, so many issues out there where the governor, Katie Hobbs, has vetoed legislation to speed up the vote counting process. Why do you think that is?
You know, this is the kind of stuff that's been going on for 4 years, you know, blocking everything we're trying to do to get to secure elections. It's unreal. How do you think Katie Hobbs got in? Or through a stolen election, you know? And this is why our country right now, you know, that's the final frontier. We've got to secure them now because, you know, like I said before, 132 countries have banned electronic voting machines. Over 100 have banned early and mail-in voting. We got to know what our president wants: paper ballots, hand counted.
Right, Mike, have you had any conversations with Attorney General Pam Bondi or President Trump about securing elections and enforcing election laws?
That's what I just came from our great president, and I just met our Attorney General Pam Bondi, and the first time I'd seen her since the election. I congratulated her, and she's going to do a great job, just like all the presidents that he's appointed. And we're going to get back to common sense. I mean, you had earlier today that was at the Maine governor or whatever said that they still want women or men in women's sports. That doesn't even make sense, you know. And now with our voices gotten so big now, where it's not just a few outlets, your Fox Newses and your CNNs of the world, where we're getting our news from everywhere, like Lindell TV and everywhere. People are educated now, and they're getting educated to what's really going on and to get back to common sense. And I'm just so happy that we have when I met with the president, the stuff that I brought up, there were 3 lawyers. They were already working on a lot of this stuff. And I'm going, wow, they're out in front of it. I don't know how he gets in 1 month gets so much done. He's just a miracle worker.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. So Michael Lindell, his team, they're talking to, you know, the Trump administration. And ladies and gentlemen, as you all know, 6 months ago exactly, I moved to the state of Arizona from Washington State. I moved here. We moved here actually a couple months earlier than we wanted to, just to make sure we had enough time to register and vote for Donald Trump from a swing state. The home that we are renting is actually our landlord. He's originally from India. And I asked him, are you going to be voting? And he's like, well, I'm a citizen, but I've been a citizen for a few years now. I just never registered to vote. I got him registered, his wife registered, then texted them on election morning. Hey, have you went out and voted? They're like, yes, on our way now. But Arizona needs to be fixed. There's no way Katie Hobbs and all these libs in power really won. Come on. Everywhere. Phoenix, the Phoenix metropolitan area, Maricopa County, is the biggest county that Trump won. Here's what I mean. When you look at states, even red states like Florida, Georgia, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, the biggest metropolitan area always goes blue, always votes Democrat. Look at the 2020 election map of Arizona. A population of just under 5 or 6 million? 5 million people in the metro area of Phoenix, Arizona went red. went for Trump. There's no way Democrats are winning this state without, doing weird shenanigans, fly-in pizza. But I think we can win. We have to make it too big to rig. Now, here is what I was talking about, what Trump shared. I'm going to roll this clip for you.
Before we leave, I think you should do this. For my safety and security and for the good of our nation, you should do it anyway, regardless, even if it costs 10 times more. But it actually costs you just a tiny fraction. If you went to paper ballots and you're voting, and I would hope that every Republican would. So it costs exactly 8% of what the machines cost. These machines, they got something going. They get business. It's amazing. So paper ballots, and paper is very sophisticated today. It's called watermark. It's impossible to copy, impossible to cheat. It's actually hard to believe that a piece of paper is highly sophisticated, but it's watermark, and it's it's amazing actually when you see it. You can't cheat. But if you went to paper ballots and same day voting, and if you went to voter ID, and also one other thing, you want a proof of citizenship. Those four things: proof of citizenship, voter ID, paper ballots, one-day voting. And if you went to 2-day voting or 3-day voting, but some of these states, you had 64 days. California just finished up just a short while ago. They were voting a week and a half ago. They're trying to finish them up. And other states too, they were weeks after the election. I mean, if that were a close election, you'd have to wait for weeks and weeks and weeks. You got finished fast, Brian. Thank you for your help. We did very well in Georgia. It was very nice.
Now listen to this. It will only cost the states 8% of what they are spending now to go to paper ballots, same day voting, voter ID, check citizenship. Only 8% of the cost now. You could spend that money on schools, roads, airports, on your infrastructure. Not only that, but you would be done by midnight. France used to have mail-in ballots and all these machines, and then they stopped because they went from voting election day to election days, weeks, months. They went back. Same with Argentina. Same with El Salvador. There's a bunch of countries all over the world that are like, bad stuff. Let's get away from it. But not only that, ladies and gentlemen, not only that, but California finished counting after Trump was already inaugurated as the 47th president of the United States. So on January 20th, 2025, as Trump is being inaugurated, they are still counting ballots in the state of California. Make it make sense. How does that even work? How does that make any sense? It doesn't. It doesn't. And we understand, here's what we need to do. We need to get the CCP out of our country. We need those Chinese Domino's pizza machines. I'm using old lingo from when I first started this channel. We need them out. We need to go back one day, paper ballots, ID, verification of your citizen status. That's it. And when we do that, the Democrat Party will never win again. They'll never win. And here's how I know. With mail-in voting, with machines, with all the shenanigans, Trump and we the people were able to make 2024 too big to rig. Ladies and gentlemen, I am happy that Trump, and I want to end it on this note. Do you want to know how you know and what I know and we know that Trump truly loves this nation, and how to know that he cares about the future of this nation? Well, because he won the last election, he can't run again. And anybody else would be like, well, Screw, screw, screw election integrity. I won. I'm going to serve my 4 years and then I'm out. No. He knows he can't run again, but yet he cares about the future of this nation. He knows he can't run again, and his name will never again be on a ballot, but he wants to make sure that the people that come after him are going to have a better election system than he had. That's how you know this man loves the nation. Let's pray for him. Let's pray for our country. Let's keep moving forward. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a fantastic day. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes open. We are fighting for the future of this nation. Like I said before the election, and I'm going to say it again, even when Trump wins, the fight's not over. It's just beginning. So first, for the last 4 years, we were fighting to make sure that Trump wins the election. He won. We won. Then we fought and prayed to get to Inauguration Day safely. We got there. Now we're fighting for secure borders, mass deportation, a booming economy, and election integrity. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, have a great day. Give the video a thumbs up. Subscribe. God bless you. See you in the next one.